Well, without further ado, I want to bring on Jim Curse, and he is with Harvest Grocery. Hello, Jim. How are you today?
Hey, good morning, Eric. How you doing? Thank you very much for inviting me today. I look forward to this.
We're looking forward to you coming here. Harvest Grocery is not too far from the studio here, a little over a mile. And tell us a little bit about Harvest Grocery and exactly what you are going to offer.
Well, Harvest Grocery is a 32,000 square foot natural organic grocery store located at 5414 Hickson Pike in Hickson. Webpage is harvestgrocery.com, and we are open 7 days a week. Starting in September 1, we will be open from 8 to 8, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday from 9 to 8. And we ask you to please follow us on social media, Facebook and Twitter.
And what is the Facebook? What's your Facebook? Is it Harvest Grocery?
Harvest Grocery, and Twitter is Harvest_Grocery.
Okay, so it's on Twitter. Follow them. It's Harvest the underscore or underline and then grocery.
Yes.
Now, do y'all put specials and stuff on your Facebook page and your Twitter?
We do. We have our weekly specials that we have there. We have a special that's going to be coming up this weekend. 20% off of all your body care, which is going to be starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we ask you all to come down and check out all of the products that we have in our department.
Now, do they have to have a coupon for that, or can they just come in and it's automatically going to be there?
They can come in and just walk in and pick up a flyer, and they'll get the 20% off.
Well, Jim, everybody is on Facebook and Twitter, and what a better way to communicate with people. So you want to follow Harvest Grocery on Facebook and make sure you keep up with their specials, and then follow them on Twitter too, and that's Harvest_Grocery on Twitter, and that way you'll know exactly the specials. And they even have we're going to talk about this in just a little bit. They even have a special event coming up in September, and I know Jim wants to touch on that, but let's talk a little bit about Jim right quick.
All righty.
Okay, so Jim, I know that when it comes to supplements that you are the man, as they say, and kind of give us a little of your background, because it's pretty impressive.
Well, my background goes back to being a licensed massage therapist for about 25 years. I've owned my own clinic in New York, and used to work with a lot of lymphedema patients with breast cancer survivors.
And what is lymphedema, right quick?
Lymphedema is a product of breast cancer. Either you have a primary lymphedema or a secondary lymphedema, either after surgery or if it's congenital, if you were born with it. So I was working with, at the time, Senator Hillary Clinton in changing the laws up in New York regarding lymphedema and the coverage that the insurance companies would work with.
Oh, very well.
So I have a little background on nutrition and sports nutrition. I worked with the USTA and the ATP tennis players,
okay,
and giving them all their massages and things like that. So
what I like is that he's went out and found people like yourself, Jim, that is an expert in the field, and said, this is what I'm going to build my department around.
Yes.
And I think that means a lot. I mean, when you go in there, and you can buy supplements and vitamins just about anywhere, but what you're really getting with Harvest Grocery is your knowledge and expertise.
Well, it's not only my knowledge, my staff. I have an assistant manager, Jillian Collins. She is exceptional. She knows a lot of very, very good information about vitamins, and she'll be demoing a lot of products there and introducing a lot of new products that we're going to be bringing on board. But the amount of products that we have, Harvest Grocery has their own brand of herbal formulas and essential oils, body care, oral hygiene, sports nutrition, and it's a very big thing. And I'll talk a little bit about later about this big event that we have coming up.
Well, we definitely want to cover the big event. We do have we got to pay for the radio station, and we love our sponsors, so we're going to do a few commercials. Stay right here on Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. I do want to remind you right quick, September the 2nd, that's a Wednesday at noon, we're having the rally for Lieutenant Commander Tim White, and we want you to be a part of that. Everyone's welcome. That's going to be downtown. It's going to be in Georgia Avenue in front of the Federal Building, and we'll get into that more a little bit later. We're going to continue our discussion with Jim Curse from Harvest Grocery, and we're going to find out about the big event, which is, this is a huge event coming to Chattanooga, and it's only going to be at Harvest Grocery. And you know what? It's a great place for lunch today. It's a great place for a nice, healthy lunch. So we're going to allow him to get a drink of water and kind of collect his thoughts. Then we're going to come back, do our short segment, and I'm going to see if I can twist his arm and keep him around for one more segment because, I mean, you need to visit Harvest Grocery because it is a wonderful, wonderful place. My name is Eric Judd. I am the Mr. Judd Show, and we're going to continue our discussion. We got a lot to cover. I tell you what, Harvest Grocery has more stuff going on than any place I've ever seen. It is an event when you go there. I challenge you to go there. I would recommend you go there, and we're going to finish talking to Jim here. Jim, right quick, let's get the Facebook and Twitter and phone number out to everybody because I know people are sitting and waiting and they want to go to your Facebook page.
Yeah, we'd be glad to, Eric. Harvestgrocery.com is our webpage. And for our Facebook, it's just Harvest Grocery. And the Twitter is Harvest_grocery. And we invite you all to please follow us on Facebook, and you'll see all of the specials and the demos and a lot of the activities and events that are going to be upcoming and that are happening in the store this weekend.
Okay, now the hours are going to change, you said, starting in September?
September 1, yes.
Okay, you're still going to have breakfast?
Breakfast is always every morning, $6.99. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they have a great hot breakfast. It's a healthy breakfast, so instead of running through one of the fast food joints, run through Harvest Grocery and grab a great breakfast for you and the kids on the way to school.
Yes, Ilya, our food director, he does a wonderful job in putting together a great breakfast. You know, eggs, bacon, all organic foods that we have there. So it's a great opportunity for people to stop in and pick up a nice cup of coffee. That's all organic also. So
very
I invite
good.
you all to come in.
Okay, now one of my passions in life is cosmetics, and you said you wanted to talk about a special cosmetic line that you have.
Kind of interesting for a guy to talk about.
Isn't it though? Two guys talking about cosmetics.
But,
That's
I mean,
okay.
We carry some top brands, but our exclusive brand that we have is Estara Conscious Skincare. I mean, they are exclusive to Harvest Grocery. You will not find it in any other grocery store. They are only in the top spas around the nation, and they really came on board, and they're really helping us out to produce top quality products. But we also have Dr. Hauschka and Zuzu and Gabrielle.
We have other exclusive
Mineral
brands.
Fusion. Yes, we
too.
do have a lot of very good.
What are some of the other exclusive brands you have there in the wellness center?
Well, we do have several local vendors. We are very, very high on bringing in local vendors. We have the Rustic House. We have MG12. We have Buried Treasure, which is right down the road here. We just cater to a lot of local people. We want to help them out. Divine Purity, Natural Infinity. These are all brands that are all local, and we really want to help them out as they're helping us out in turn.
And I can tell you how important it is to Harvest Grocery, their wellness center. When you walk in the door of the grocery, what's the first section you really see is the wellness center.
Yes.
And I think that's very important, and that kind of states, and that theme runs through the whole store.
Yes, we have a very impressive counter display where we have a lot of aromatherapy misters. We're probably the largest supplier of essential oils, with Harvest Grocery having their own brand. We also have Nature's Fusion. So there are a lot of essential oils that we have. We have a very large selection of probiotics also, which is very important to your digestive and your healthy journey.
Right. So you cover it all from cosmetics to I mean, just good supplements. Mm-hmm. And then you can continue that through the store with healthy meats, all local fruits and produce when you can get them.
Yes.
And then you have a great healthy food bar. You even have gluten-free pizza. So, I mean, and then of course the best thing is the barley and wheat products that you have back there. And they're also known as beer, and they have a great selection of bottled beer as well as the growlers.
Yes. I mean, it's just fantastic. I'm really very proud to work for this company. Tim McClure has really been helping us out an awful lot in trying to get everything all straight. We've only been open for about 2 months, and we've really come around, and our prices are very, very reasonable and very competitive. And I really welcome all to come in and check us all out.
Now let's go over the specials you have on this weekend. Why don't you tell us?
Yes, we have body care. Body care meaning anything that is related to hair products or lotions, creams, anything that is related to the body is going to be 20% off, and that's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You just walk in, pick up a flyer, and do your shopping. So that's going to be this weekend. Yes.
And if you follow them on Facebook at Harvest Grocery, then you're going to get that information. You post all that on your Facebook page.
Sir.
It's also on their website. They have a great website. You need to check it out. That's harvestgrocery.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very nicely done website. It's easy to navigate, and it gives you a lot of good information.
Yes, yes. And I mean, we have a very special occasion, which is going to be coming up. I don't know if I have
We're going to talk
time.
about that here in just a minute, because I want you to really expand, because it is a special occasion. I think
Mhm.
you've said it the right way.
Yes.
Coming up at Harvest Grocery. I was talking to Tim last week, and he said that they have, they'll have maybe not cooking classes yet, but I know they were doing, they did a smoothie
Yes, yes.
class, and he said it
Mhm.
was packed out all 3 times they did that. So
Yes, we had 3 different segments. Mega Foods brought in their smoothie expert, flew him in from Florida, and we had 3 segments, and there were 30 people each. And the person there was showing us how to make smoothies with certain type of booster products that we have to help you out. And it was very, very successful, and it continues to be. And we also have that available with our smoothie and juice bar.
So it's not just a grocery. I mean, the name is Harvest Grocery, but it's more than that. You have the wellness center that Jim runs, and his staff does an excellent job there, but they also are going to give you ideas and give you little workshops like that to help you out, so you can learn to make a good, healthy smoothie.
Yes.
You got great food, hot food there, great salad bar.
Mhm.
When David Toulis, who is the host that's on before me, and the great David Toulis, a lot of times I have to bend down and kiss the ring of David. He come in and he blessed the salad bar and he blessed the hot bar, so it's done. So you need to go by and get the blessing from David there on the on your hot bar and on your salad bar.
Yes, well, like I said, I mean, we do a great a hot bar over there, and I do welcome everybody to come in and check us out.
Okay, and you know what? After my show, as always, is the one and the only, the Digital Drive. I've asked, he used to be called the kid, now he's called the adolescent. I said, what are you going to do today? And he just smiled and snickered at me and turned around and walked off. So it's a mystery to me. So I challenge you to listen to the Digital Drive every day from noon to 1, and you'll hear exactly what Russell's going to do. Now, we're going to have a Tex update probably toward the end of the next segment to let you know where Tex is. And, the clutch is going to be on from 6 to 7, and they're kind of temporarily in the place that Cowboy Up is, but he's moving to 1 to 3. And then, of course, you got Hot News at 5, which Hot News at 5 is the only local radio broadcast of local news, international news, national news, as well as traffic. Make sure we get you home safe, and weather. After this, we want you to listen. This is a very important segment coming up, because this is an event that's going to be held at Harvest Grocery. Okay, we are back here on the Mr. Judd Show. My name is Eric Judd, and I actually have a great guest who has informed us, Jim from Harvest Grocery. You have an event coming up. We want to make sure we get to your event, and then we need to know if people need to register for it and all that. But tell us about the event that's coming up in September, the dates and all that good stuff, and who's going to be here.
Sure, Eric. September 26th, we're going to be bringing in Carl Germano. Carl Germano is an author. He is a professor. He is a certified nutritionist, and he is the consultant, and he makes the formulas for Blue Bonded vitamins. So he is very, very active with putting together different types of vitamins for Blue Bonnet. He is going to be talking a little bit about his book, which is called The Misled Athlete, and the forward is done by Joe Theismann. And what he's done is that he's really looked into going out on the playing field and drawing different blood and finding out what the athletes are actually experiencing on the field. And by doing so, he has put together this book. And he's also reached out to a lot of different types of major colleges and teams, Exeter and, schools along that nature, to find out and make sure that these high school children are not using steroids and hormone,
make sure they are supplementing the healthy way instead of the unhealthy way.
Exactly. And Carl is going to be here, like I said, September 26th from 11 to 1.
Now, is there a fee or registration for that?
There will be a registration. It's going to be free. We will be going around to all of the gyms, and it's open to the public. So we're probably looking at about maybe 50 or 60 people that are going to be coming in. He's flying in from New York, and we're really excited about him coming here. He'll have probably a book signing, question and answers. We're going to be having flyers up and around the stores
I'm sure you'll have it on your Facebook page, which is Harvest
definitely.
Grocery.
We'll have it on Facebook.
Okay.
We'll have it on Twitter, and we'll be sure to announce it in many different venues of social media.
Yeah, and we definitely want you to be, put that on your calendar and make sure you're a part of that. Why don't you give the phone number there at Harvest so people can call if they have any more questions?
423-847-0200. That's 423-847-0200. And again, our webpage is harvestgrocery.com, and our Facebook is Harvest Grocery.
Okay, and we're talking with Jim Kress, and he is what is your official title? Wellness manager?
I'm the wellness manager.
He's the wellness manager. You listen to him on Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. As always, if you can follow us at hotnewstalkradio.com, or you can even download the TuneIn app, which is free. It's free. Yes, I said it's free. It's a free app. And you just download it. You hit local, scroll down, and Hot News Talk Radio is right there. And please follow us on Twitter. That's how we got the information about what happened at Ooltewah. One of our subscribers on Twitter actually sent it to us, and that's Hot News Talk Radio. And that way you reported. We had a listener report, and now we're going to let Chattanooga and the world decide. Okay, Jim. Now, as wellness manager,
yes, sir,
you're either one or two things. Either you're in charge of all the wellness products, or you're in charge of keeping all the employees well. Which one is it?
Well, I think it's a twofold thing. We do have a lot of interested employees that work for us. I mean, we do try to walk the walk in our store. But yes, as a wellness manager, I'm in charge of all of the purchasing of all the products and ordering of all the products, doing some trainings and education, which also my associate Jillian really heads up a lot of the trainings, getting in the demos for different types of demonstrations for products that are coming in. I know that the demos this weekend will be, Astara will be there, and they'll be doing a free skin evaluation for the products that we have. So, and that is on sale. And
that's 20% off this weekend?
20% off, and Astara is on sale at 20% off already. So you're going to get a great deal for them.
And I agree. And, all of that is important. But I think really what Jim is over and what he manages is when you come in and you have questions about your wellness, whether it's something you're continually doing or something you want to make a change in your life, Jim and his staff will really sit down and listen to you and help you with that.
Well, it's very intimidating. We get a lot of people, and a lot of new customers have been coming in, and they're checking us out. Like, we are a new store in the area in Hickson, and it's a little intimidating. We have 10,000 products that are in our department that range from sports nutrition, vitamins, supplements, cosmetics, hygiene, kids vitamins, adult vitamins. So it's such a big array of herbal formulas that we have in both capsule and in tinctures that it is a little bit intimidating, but we like to, basically, grab you by the hand and walk you through it and try to really help you out.
You're right. It is overwhelming because you're barraged with ads and stuff on, from all the media here. And then you go into the store and maybe you didn't remember what you need or what you don't need, but they can sit down and talk to one, either yourself or your staff and say, here's what I'm looking for, and here's kind of the results I want. And you can, as you said, take them by the hand and said, here's what I would suggest. Maybe you need this product, and add to it. So I think
we do want to become your trusted advisor. I mean, when you're going down this journey of health and you're trying to change things around a little bit like that, we want the trust of the customer to come in and to actually, ask us which is the avenue that might be best for them to go down. And having Dr. Chip up there on Saturdays at 11 o'clock, it really is very, very important. So he can really do an awful lot with changing a person over from medicines or over to more of a natural herbal vitamin way.
So Dr. Chip is there every Saturday from 11 to about what time?
11 to 2 in around that area. Sometimes he stays a little bit.
That's a huge resource.
Doctor,
but, you're a huge resource and your staff is, but then when the doctor comes in, all of a sudden y'all kind of up the game a little bit. Yeah. And that's really what Harvest is about. I mean, it is a wellness store. It is a huge wellness grocery store. I was talking to Tim last week, and he had talking about how they had made the the transition into a more healthy lifestyle, and he told me that I need to eat more beets. And I don't know why. And I said, well, do you not have a pill or something? Because I don't like beets at all.
Yes.
So, but that's one of the things I'll come in and I'll talk to Jim about and say, here's what I'm looking to do. And I know you can, I don't know if I want you holding my hand, even though I'm okay with that. Maybe you could take me by the arm. That'd be a little better.
There you go. Okay.
We've already talked about cosmetics. I mean, why not?
See? That's true. Yes. That's talking about cosmetics coming from,
That's why I immediately brought up beer.
But there are a lot of men out there that are looking for it. We have a lot of.
The supplement. Now, what do you have on sale for this week? The 20% off is all of your skin care?
Your hair, body care, anything that's related to that. The only thing that will not be on sale is going to be the diffusers and anything that is related to lifestyle and the vitamins and supplements. It was last week's sale of 20%. So this week we're going to be focusing on the body care. And
we'll go to their Facebook page, like them, follow them on Facebook, and that's Harvest Grocery on Facebook. That way you can see exactly all of their specials they put up there. Also follow them on Twitter. I mean, Twitter is a great resource, and that's Harvest_Grocery. Yes. Follow them, and that way you can see when they tweet something out, whether it be a wellness tip or maybe it's the a sausage or beef or something on sale, or if you want a beer, something like that. You get new beers.
Things we put them on there. That's the first way. I mean, it's the first line of communication with a lot of people now. They're using social media and emails and things.
It's a great way to communicate with the masses, and especially with a huge store that you have. What'd you say, about 32,000 square feet?
32,000 square foot. Yes,
and it's all healthy. I mean, I think even the floor is healthy. It's just healthy walking through that. If you walk the whole 32,000 square feet, that'd help you in your daily regimen of steps that you have to take.
Yes, it's very clean and very organized, and I really think that anybody who walks in there will have a very, very good experience.
And it's a very unique store because we have several of these. I don't know what category they would fit in around Chattanooga, but Harvest kind of stands out above them all. It's just really unique, and you could tell the pride and how Tim has went out and he's found experts and people that are top of their field, like yourself, Jim, and he's brought those people in.
Yes. Well, we are the largest independent grocery store in the Southeast, so we're very proud of that, and we are probably going to be looking into expansion as we move forward.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna see if he'll stay for one more segment because there's a few other things we want to talk about. After me is the Digital Drive with Russell. The adolescent, and used to be the kid, but now he's the adolescent. So he'll be in here for the Digital Drive. If you caught yesterday's show, the Digital Drive, is pretty good and pretty entertaining. As always, David Toulis is the show before mine, and he's from 9 to 11. Now, after the Digital Drive, just for this week only, we have Laura Ingram 1 to 3, Sean Hannity from 3 to 5, and then we have Hot News at 5, and that comes on at 5. And then we normally have Cowboy Up with Tex, but Tex is on a cattle drive, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to get Jim's thoughts on that. Tex is actually on a cattle drive. We're hoping he's going to hit Chicago late Friday or early Saturday to get the beef into market. But we have the clutch with the one and only Keon Rose, and the debate is out if that's Pete Rose's grandson or not. I'm not sure. We will find out. I may have him on my show Friday, and we'll ask him these tough questions. But he's on from 6 to 7, but his show is moving permanently starting Monday from 1 to 3. So we're going to have all local programming from 1 to 2. From 9 to 2, we are going to have local programming, and that's what we do here at Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240. Thank you, Russell. We just missed a call, too. Caller, if you'd like to call back in and maybe you have a question or something for Jim, let me just call right back in, and that's 423-800-8949. So give us a call, and we'll take your call at that time. Sorry, but we had to get that information out about what's going on in Virginia. Until the caller comes back, Jim, I want you to just kind of go over what we had talked about the first segment, because we've got a lot of people that join us about this time right before lunch, which we do want to remind everybody that Harvest Grocery, they have a great lunch buffet and a great salad buffet, and it is very, very reasonable.
Yes. Well, Harvest Grocery, like I said before, and it's a 32,000 square foot natural organic grocery store. It's located at 5414 Hickson Pike in Hickson. We are open 7 days a week, and we'll be changing our hours starting on September, where we'll be opening up at 8 o'clock instead of 7 o'clock in the morning. We are on social media. Facebook is Harvest Grocery, and our Twitter is Harvest_grocery. So we invite you to follow us in all our events and any type of specials that we have. If you go on our webpage, you'll see all the specials that we're going to be offering this week. Later on this week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're offering a 20% off on all our body care and hair products that are going to be offered. So that's a great opportunity to come in and view the over 9,000 products that you have to choose from when you come into Harvest Grocery.
And if you follow them on Facebook and Twitter, then you get those, you kind of get those specials ahead of time, I'm sure.
Yes,
and that's very important because of 20% off. That's going to save a lot of money on those type of products.
Yes, yes. It will save an awful lot. And we have the top brands that are backed by 100% manufacturer's guarantee of their quality and research. And we have everything. We have vitamins and supplements for adults and children. We have probiotics, Harvest Grocery brand herbal formulas and essential oils, body care, oral hygiene, sports nutrition, cosmetics. I mean, we generally have it all. We have a very, very large selection.
And one thing he didn't mention that they have is they have knowledge. Jim and his staff are very knowledgeable. They want to help you. They want to make sure that you get the right supplements and vitamins that will achieve your goals.
Yes, yes, that's very important to us. It's key to helping out the local community. We have a lot of local vendors that are going to be there this weekend also. Again, Dr. Chip Crump, who was just named the best doctor, best of the best in doctors. So he's going to be there on Saturday at 11 o'clock, and we have over 30 years of knowledge within our department. So myself and my assistant Jill is very open to helping you out on going through the new journey for healthcare.
Okay, let's talk about what's going on in September too. The big event, right?
Yeah,
quick, let's
September
go through it.
26th, we have Carl Germano coming in. Carl is an author. He is a professor and also a certified nutritionist. He wrote a book called The Misled Athlete, and that is forwarded by Joe Theismann. He is going to be talking a lot about the do's and don'ts on proper working out, proper exercise with steroid-free, hormone-free. So it's very important. He is a national educator, and he formulates all of the vitamins. He's a consultant, but he formulates all the vitamins for Bluebonnet, and Bluebonnet is co-sponsoring it with us.
And, you know, you need to go by and check them out, no matter if it's Monday through Friday or on the weekends. I happened to stop by last Saturday, and this just shocked me. I almost just, passed out when I saw Tim McClure, who is the president and CEO, was cooking hamburger. Well, let me just say he was attempting to cook hamburgers. I've never seen Tim work before. I've known him for a while. I was like, my goodness, I took pictures of it, so I've got proof. But just things like that are going on. And Harvest wants to be a part of the community. And at the same time, it's a great place for the community to come in and be a part of Harvest, because it's an event just going to the grocery store.
Right. Yeah. Well, a good slogan we have is Harvest Your Health. And Tim and Ilya does a bang up job over there. Also, our vice president, Michael Case, he's out there, and they're grilling up those brats and grilling up those hamburgers for $1 or $2.
I know
like
it was.
And we really want to thank all our customers. That's what the sale is all about, is a customer appreciation. So we do appreciate y'all, and we do look forward to you coming into the store.
And we've been talking about just the wellness center or the wellness area, but really the whole grocery store is a healthy, I feel healthier just walking in, but it's a healthier wellness alternative to your chain grocery stores or anything else. And this is locally owned, which is what we really like here at Hot News Talk Radio 1240 AM, because the radio station is locally owned. The two men that own it, they live right here in Chattanooga, and they shop at Harvest Grocery, and we like locally owned businesses.
Yes. Well, I mean, we have the football season coming up, and we have some great specials going on there. So you come on in and grab some wings and some beer and watch it on our elevated seating area. We have TV sets there, and we welcome anybody to come in and grab a growler and have a beer and drink it right there in the store.
Since you live a little north of Soddy Daisy, I guess you're a professional football fan more than probably a college football fan.
I am a little bit more of a professional.
I thought so.
I've been converted, so now.
Are you a Giants? Guy. Are you a Giants or Jets fan?
I'm a Giant fan.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Just wondering.
But I am a Vol person here now, and definitely like.
Well, I
to,
will not hold
wear
that
my
against
orange.
you. I will not hold that against you at
Okay.
all. I'm a fish out of water here. I'm an Arkansas fan. So,
All right.
but no, we carry NFL here on Hot News Talk Radio. We also carry NASCAR. So the sports thing, we carry the #1 show on the weekend, Set the Hook with Pat Rose. So if you're looking for sports supplements or you're looking for something maybe to give you more energy just to play backyard football or whatever, then you need to go to Harvest Grocery and talk to Jim, because I'm sure he's got plenty of things like that for you.
Oh, I'd be glad to help anybody that are looking forward to make a drastic change in their life, or even if it's just a simple change. I mean, that's what we're all there for, and we're really looking forward to helping out the community and educating them the best that we can.
Are you a horse person at all? You ever ride horses?
I'm not so much a horse fan.
Okay.
But,
Well, I
do
have
like
to-
horses.
I have to give an update. And that music right there tells you that I've got to give it an update on the one and only Tex from Cowboy Up. And we heard from him. He said he's about a day and a half out of Chicago. He's ready for this trail ride and this cattle wrangling to be over, and he'd be back on Monday. But in his place, now we've got the Clutch. The one and only the Clutch is here on Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m., and that's between 6 and 7. So you want to make sure that you listen to Clutch with Keon Rose, who is the grandson to Pete Rose. They're identical. If you look at them, you think you're looking at a younger Pete Rose. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after me, of course, is the Digital Drive with the one and only the Adolescent, who we hope someday to be a young man. I'm not sure what he's talking about. He's been busy. He's juggling all kinds of stuff right now, and he hadn't let me know, but we're visiting with Jim from Harvest Grocery, who, Jim, you talk about a wealth of knowledge. Jim comes in with a great background, a great wealth of knowledge, and he has a spirit about him that he wants you to be well. And, that means a lot.
Yes, it does mean a lot, and I think that we really cater to those people that are looking for it. Everybody at Harvest Grocery, I don't care if it's from the cashiers up front. We have a friendly face. It's just a great place to work, and really happy to welcome the community with our customer appreciation sale that's coming up this weekend.
And that's 20% off of all of your body care products.
That is correct. Yes, Eric. Thank you.
And I tell you what, you do walk in, and the first people you see are the cashiers, and they all speak to you, and you can ask them a question. They're very helpful if you need to see someone. Like when I go in there and I'm looking for Tim, he's hiding from me, and I know that he's ducking and dodging and hiding, and I always run him down. I appreciate that. Yeah. But no, Tim's a great guy, and he has assembled an amazing staff, and I know Jim has even assembled an amazing staff, and they're very helpful. Mm-hmm. I want to thank you for coming in. I want to thank you for Harvest Grocery allowing you to come in, and we look forward to working with you in the future. And we want you to get down there. Look, they have a great lunch. You can't beat the lunch. You got a great salad bar. You got a great hot bar. I had the spicy chicken, or the sweet and spicy chicken, the other day. It was absolutely delicious.
Yep.
You even have breakfast in the mornings, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, we have a breakfast special there at $6.99 a pound, so you can go in there and load up as much as you like.
Yeah, that's nice. And on the way home, stop by if you're kind of running late. Instead of running by one of the fast food places, go by Harvest Grocery, and that's located at 5414 Hickson Pike. It's about a mile north of 153, but drop by there, grab dinner for the family, and you're going to be ready to go. Yes, Jim, thank you once again for being a part of Hot News Talk Radio, 1240 a.m.